Going on to all my Aries, how are y'all doing? All right, so for my Aries, shuffle up these cards here. All right, so for you Aries, you have the Three of Pentacles, the Fool, Two of Wands, okay? The Nine of Wands, the Two of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, the Five of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and you have the Strength. So what I'm seeing here for you Aries, right, is someone from the past is kind of paying attention to what you've got going on. The Two of Wands, they're paying attention to what you've got going on. So if any of you Aries, either used to hang out with someone or started to hang out with someone, they're interested in you. They will let you know that they're interested. The Fool, Three of Pentacles, right? Or they'll give you instances in which they appear to be interested. Listen, Aries, make sure that these people tell you that they're interested in you directly. I'm not a very strong proponent in the games and stuff like this because it's a lot of double talking, you know? And what I mean when I say a lot of double talking is a lot of things that people say that you have to read into. And when you're an individual that pretty much is a very direct person like myself, it perplexes a lot of people, because a lot of people tend to, just like y'all, it can perplex a lot of people. It can get a lot of people disorientated, Aries, because you Aries are not built for the games, because you Aries are too straightforward with that, with what you want and who you are. And that's the strength of Aries. This is where the Aries forte is, right? Be direct with who you are and what you want, and you'll find value in that. See, trying to play these games out here, it doesn't really work well for Aries. It doesn't, right? Aries are the worst cheaters of the zodiac because they can't. Aries have problems hiding the truth or directly lying, believe it or not. So statistically, since that's the truth, right? Since you Aries are the worst liars, your game is to have no game at all. Just be direct with what you want. So if it's a person that is coming to you, more than likely, this is a person that you already getting to know. More than likely, it's not even about the past anymore, because I'm getting someone that you're getting to know, right? The Nine of Wands, and you have the Two of Cups. The Nine of Wands and the Two of Cups is this person may be a little bit kind of scared to tell you that they like you like that, and they want to get to know you because they think that with your wildness, right? Because Aries, I have an Aries moon myself, and Aries is a little bit wild. So your wildness, right? Your enthusiasm, your personality, they may not see it as you and them being compatible. So they're scared to ultimately tell you that they really like you. Aries, make sure you have this conversation with these people. If you like them, make sure you have this conversation with them. What do? You directly meet these people face to face, or call these people on the phone, or text them and ask them, are you interested in me? Now is their moment of truth. If they say no, regardless of whether they're into you or they're not into you, move forward with your life, because they had their opportunity. There's way too much double talking out here. And I may make a video about this in the future, double talking. You know, this idea that, you know, people get so upset because if I say something like, oh, I'm tired, I'm going to sleep, people in the game, because these are all elements of the game, people who have this dysfunctional mentality, right? When you text somebody and you say that you're tired, people start getting offended at that, because they've tried to spin it like, oh, you're trying to say that they're boring, or you're trying to say that, you know, you're trying to say that you're getting tired of them. And it's like, yo, to someone who's direct, you being tired means you are sleepy. And that's as far as it goes. But you see how so many people get all caught up and emotional over you saying, oh yeah, I'm tired, I'm about to go to sleep. Grown folks getting so upset when you go, yeah, yes, it's 1 a.m, so I'm tired, I'm gonna go to sleep. Have a good one when I wake, have a good one until I wake up, if I wake up, right? Until I wake up. And then it's like, the next thing you know, that you got this beef with them, and you don't even know where this came about. It is the oddest thing in the world. Instead of just being direct about it. Look, I'm tired. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm gonna go to sleep. What's the alternative? Have you text me, not say anything for hours, don't even give you any kind of heads up, and then now all of a sudden, now you mad. Now how come you ain't texting me? What's going on? I thought, you out here playing games. So I suggest you, Aries, being direct, because in essence, the people who really are not so caught up, they're not going to take it offensively, right? If you're finding value within this reading, then it means it's time for you to come get a personal reading from me. There's a link in the comment section called a link tree. Click on it. It'll redirect you to the websites in which the ways that you can support me, from my Instagram page, right? You can follow me there, to my Amazon page, which has both of my books on it, right? I am an author, From the Beginning to the End. Make sure to get the one From the Beginning to the End with the American Indian on it, right? Or the Moorish American on it, more so accurately. And the Clip Author Magic for the Brave. You have clothing, hoodies, coffee mugs, t-shirts. I'm not necessarily sure about pants just yet. I'm probably gonna try to work in some sort of pants or something like this, potentially. And my private tarot readings, right? It'll say private tarot readings. That's my website. Click on it. You can look at all of my services, the time, how much I charge, and then below it'll say buy now, or it'll have a Cashapp tag over it. It will. And buy now button is for PayPal. The Cashapp cash tag is for Cashapp. And if you need any kind of help or assistance, you can feel free to contact me at Kareemspiritworks@yahoo.com. Thanks. So the things that the 7 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands now represents, again, this person's scared, but when you bring it up to them, they're going to have to say what it is that they want. They're going to have to muster up some guts now. The 7 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands represents them being flustered because they didn't necessarily really, right? 9 of Pentacles, they didn't necessarily really expect you to bring it to them like that, because they so used to, now we're in a relationship. There's nothing really organized, not really, but now we're just in a relationship, and anything goes at this point, and we're good at this point, right? But at the same time, you have to take into consideration that's part of the reason why relationships, a lot of the times, oftentimes, more than not, are so trash. Because no one, I ain't gonna say no one, but so many people cannot talk real. No one can, so many people are hypersensitive. You can't text somebody and say, hey, I'm gonna go to sleep. I'll talk to you in the morning, without them getting offended. Oh, what do you mean when you say you're going to sleep? Meaning that I'm going to lay down to rest for the night because I'm out of energy, and I'm resting so that I could be refreshed in the morning and have energy to handle my business and do the tasks that I need to do. Because I don't believe you. Then when you show them the proof, look, I'm an author of 2 books. I do this, I do that. This is not a game. Then they're jealous. And it's like, oh my gosh, get a grip. So the importance is that when you don't have that level of consistency and directness, this is where you're going to get a lot of the disagreements. So the best thing for you, Aries, to do in a nutshell, as these cards have shown you, is that if you've been getting to know anybody, directly have this conversation with them, right? And just end that noise before the nonsense you know, starts to happen, because the nonsense, the dysfunction in the games are basically like an infection. The longer you take to have a direct conversation, is the more people in a relationship assume and they think, and they're listening to one thing, but they're trying to listen for the hidden messages, to read in between the lines and break down the code. Yeah, I don't do any of that, because that causes a lot of problems, causes a lot of damage. Whatever it is that I say, pretty much, yeah, you know, and that's what's going to honestly work best for you, Aries, right? Because it's not going to work for you as easily and as good as it can if you, Aries, were to just be direct. The Four of Swords and the Strength, be careful. I will let you know, be careful that if and when you do have this conversation with them, these people are going to essentially vanish. So ultimately, at the end of the day, anyone who does this, if they go missing, if they just vanish, if they ghost you, right? If they just kind of go hidden, they're lame. They're showing you that they're not built for you, Aries, like that. Because you talking about Aries. Aries people need their significant others to be brave. How you gonna be out here and how you gonna be out here and you gonna be chicken squat, right? You gonna be chicken squat to just be like, hey, Aries, you into me? And directly, because they too scared, because they think that they're going to get curved. And so what if they do? What would happen if they do? It's not like it's the end of the world, right? But they're showing you that ultimately, they're too much of a coward, right? Some of them will bounce. Some of them will ghost you. Some of them will just act like they ain't. You feel what I'm saying? Like, you didn't say that, and like they don't know you anymore. If that's the case, then you know everything that you need to know about them, Aries. It says that these people really like you, but you can't hang out with these type of people. These people don't even have the guts. These people don't even have the guts to follow through, knowing that they like you. You know, oh, I know I like this Aries. Let me go up to them and have a direct conversation or whatnot. Yeah. Let's clarify the Four of Swords. You know how many people got mad at me when I was dating them, you know, for some stuff that I said that was innocent? You understand what I'm saying? I said, I'm busy. You heard, how many of these people are so caught up with their ego? They think you saying, just because you say that you're busy, that they assume you don't want to talk to them. And when you told people you direct, if I'm busy, I'm actually busy. I ain't gotta lie. I ain't gotta do all this fronting. I'm busy and I'm da-da-da-da. I'll tell you, hey, I'm busy with somebody else. I'm kicking it with somebody. I'll literally say that. I'm kicking it with somebody else. I'm hanging out with somebody else. And it is like that. I'm gonna holler at you a little bit later. I ain't gotta do all of this. I'm busy to ignore you. And then so many of these sensitive individuals getting all upset. You don't want to talk to me. So what would you rather have me do? Play games with you. So to clarify the Four of Swords, the Queen of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, and then you have the Ten of Wands. So yeah, so the Queen of Wands, you make sure that you've been getting the Queen of Wands a lot. Make sure that you have a sense of dignity. Make sure you keep your dignity. You Aries are supposed to be above. See, y'all Aries are supposed to be above playing the games, because Aries represents that directness of what most people really need. A brutally harsh look at reality right now. Because there's way too many people who are deluded and they take things just a little bit too personally, you know, trying to put the cart before the horse and, I'm gonna ghost you before you ghost me, and nothing has even happened yet, you know? So the Three of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles represent, so as a result of this, you Aries are supposed to move forward regardless of whoever's wasting your time with some dignity. You know, let people who are going to be sensitive, let them be sensitive, because you're getting to know them even in them ghosting you. They're reading too deeply. It shows that they're getting offended for some things that they really shouldn't be getting offended about. You know, people getting offended at you because you think something nice, or you think something a little bit nasty about them, or whatever the case may be, and they get offended. And it's like, how you gonna reprimand me for the things that I'm thinking about, and I'm not acting on it? How you gonna reprimand me for that? But they're that sensitive, right? And most people really are sensitive. You know, they like to do a lot of projection, but you know that they're sensitive based upon the rules that they try to implement onto you. I don't even want you to even think of me this way. Forget about you. You can't tell me what to do. This is my mind. Da loco or da loca. Well, what are you talking about? I can't think what I want to think. Forget about you. What you gonna do about it? You can't tell me what to do. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. And then you have the Ten of Wands. So when they start acting like that, it means that they got a problem with bravery, is what it means. Because the person doesn't even have enough heart to even be brave enough to have that type of conversation with you. You, Aries, put fear into the hearts of people who claim that they like you so much. And then what? Now they start to blame you and get all upset. It's pitiful. But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Make sure that when you interact with somebody, right, the types of people that you really want to get into it with, in a relationship with in particular, are people who are much more braver than this person. This person is a coward. But comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to make my YouTube channel grow to 10,000 subscribers by the end of June. Right now we have 4,892. Smash that subscribe button, smash that like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop these videos. Peace.